What's going on? It's your boy Jeff Jean doing his review of Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 3, entitled Oathbreaker. So, in the first scene, we head straight to Castle Black. We see Jon awakening. Davos is breathing hard, shocked to see Jon getting up. Jon is breathing hard, and he's looking at his wounds, and he comes to give him his, the warm up and stuff like that. And then you see Melisandre comes in, asking him whether, what did he see? Like, what did he see? And just like Thurs Omer, that scene, what season 3, when she asked, I forgot. When he got that revived, she asked him what did he see, and he said nothing. Just like Jon said, he didn't see nothing. So it makes sense. Like, when you die, you don't see nothing. So Davos was just telling him, like, try to keep his faith. Go on, let's go. But I did notice when Davos, when Melisandre asked him, it wasn't Stannis, it was you that. So Davos kind of like, he's like, oh, no, I need to talk to him alone. Like, he didn't like that. He almost felt like, yeah, you made a mistake, you did all that, and to find out, like, he's not the one and Jon is the one. So it was interesting to see that. I think that was amazing. So then, next scene, you see, Jon Snow's going down to the court. Everybody see him alive, and everybody has that shock value, like, wow, this guy's alive. And then he's saying, yo, and then Tormund, he see Tormund. Tormund said, yo, everybody thinks you're a god. He's like, I'm no god. And stuff like, he said, I know, I see your cock. Now, I think that was a little funny. I expected a little more, a little shock value with him, like being alive, like, yo, oh. Because after the second episode before that, he almost looked like he didn't believe and stuff like that. So I expected more of a, like, oh my God. And then he sees Ed, he walks up to Ed, and that hug, to me, it was great. I don't know why, like, this is my boy, like, it was like seeing my boy, like, oh my God, I'm back, stuff like that. I think they kind of lack the shock value. You see faces in the side, people like smiling and just like, oh my God, having that face, but to me, it was a little like, come on. I mean, seeing somebody that died, you never seen nothing like before, seen something like that before, and you didn't, there was no, oh my God, like, I don't know. To me, I think it was lacking. So, next scene, we go to Sam and Gilly. That scene, to me, it was, it's leading up to them going to Old Town to see his family, knowing that she can't stay there. So he's explaining to her and stuff like that. But I know he plays a bigger role later on, telling Jon what he needs to do, but I wasn't really fond of that scene. So now we talk to the Tower of Joy. I called this. I said they wasn't gonna show Jon being Lyanna's child this episode. I believe I knew they was gonna show the Tower of Joy. You hear Lyanna. Lyanna was gonna scream, but we wouldn't find out until later on the season. Because to me, it's too early to show that. You get what I'm saying? It's too early to show that Jon, like, it's like, all right, now since we know it's done. You gotta build it up. It's leading to it. You hear the cry, you hear everything, and then they show the fact that they showed in the actually, like, before the episode started, they showed Sansa holding the feather and stuff like that. The whole Lyanna start. This season it's gonna build up to the story behind it. And Bloodwave even mentioned that you need to know everything, but you can't stay in it too long. And I think that was a key point of them saying that you can't stay in the dream too long. So I think that's why they cut it off. But I think we will find out this season. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not even mad about it because I think it's great suspense and great. I don't know. It's great for it. Don't not just right away. He wakes up and then we find out next episode. No, we give the time of joy. We find out. I think later on we will find out that R plus J equals L. No, I messed up. I'm sorry. R plus L equals J. I believe that's gonna happen. I like that they mentioned a lot of from the books. They Arthur Dane, the sword of the morning, and when the sword fell down, it was a reference. That is the sword that he's gonna pick up. Um, Holland Reed, I like they showed Holland Reed and stuff like that. They mentioned the names, like for a while I thought they wasn't gonna mention, but I like that they mentioned the names. They mentioned, they gave reference to people know, like, okay, this is who they are. This is what's going on. I like that. And Arthur Dane is badass. He fucked them all up. Let's be honest. He was a bad boy. So, and then they mentioned some stuff from the books, like how he mentioned he called his father's name, and then the Blood Raven was like, yeah, maybe he did. Maybe that's the wind. Just like in the books, you hear reference to the wind and Bran speaking to, like, when that Theon part in the book, he mentioned all that. I thought that was amazing. And they also mentioned, the Blood Raven mentioned how, I hear a lot of comments, people talking about um, a Blood Raven doesn't have the tree, the weeds, the branches going through me. But he mentioned that. He's like, I have branches going through me being in there for so long. I really enjoyed that. I thought that was great. I thought that was good they mentioned that. They referenced it, that he's been in the tree for so long. He's been waiting for you. And he hasn't moved from that. So I really believe that was a great thing to do for them, to mention that, so people don't be like, oh, okay, what's going on? Us book readers, we see that. So now we jump into Daenerys back at Dothrak. I didn't see too much of that. I seen it. She's in there. They're asking her why. She didn't come there. Daenerys having this. I think, to me, this more needs to happen here before I can give a real in-depth, like, talk about it. It's slow pacing with Daenerys. It's like, I don't know, like, they're giving her. I did see, like, them looking at her like, oh, you think you're better than us, you think it's stuff like that, but I don't know. It was good. It was alright. I didn't care too much about it. But now we go to Varys talking to that lady. I thought that Varys with his little birds and stuff, that was amazing. I wish he would have killed that lady, because she seemed so spiteful, but I understand why. They say they would have killed her child and stuff like that. They explained it. He's letting her go to get information and stuff like that. But the only thing I didn't like was the explanation. I'll talk about that one the next scene with Tyrion. But it shows that he does have his little birds, and to get information, he's good. He's good. So now we jump to the next scene with Tyrion talking to Melisandre, and no penis guy. I don't know why I keep, like, losing their names. After that, I'd be like, oh my god, I remember names. But he giving his joke. Let's play a game. Like, he tried to do that game where he did with Bran and his girl, but they didn't work because none of them drink. So the game ain't fun. So, but Varys comes in and tell him how he finds out, and then how the old gods, not old gods. I'm sorry, the old masters are retaken and stuff like that, and what he needs to do, and just to get him over. I think that's leading up to the next thing. There wasn't much to talk about this thing. So then we go to Qyburn talking to little kids. Varys' old birds, and it was interesting to find out the little kids are the birds. I thought that was good. Nobody suspects the little kids to be the birds. I thought that was great, showing that. So like this, just to show now now they're using Kyburn is using them for his game, and Cersei comes down and she's just like, look, let me know anybody talking about it. I don't care. She's like, she mentioned all the places. I like that. I like that it shows that she's getting paranoid. She's getting crazy. She's starting to like get mad. Anybody that's talking about me, let me know because they need to die. And I really enjoyed that. So then, so now we see them at the with having that what was it called, the Hand of the King, Kevin and all of them are having their like the small council. They talking, and Cersei goes in there trying to empower her will with Jamie. Like, I need to know. I need to know this. I need to this is so. And they all like they don't want to fuck with her. I'm like, yo, you crazy? This is the reason all of this is happening. So we don't give a fuck what you think. So nah. And then Cersei's like, oh, you can't make us leave. And Kevin with the exact shit I would have said. Okay, we don't have to leave. You don't have to leave, but we don't have to stay. So we're out. They get that look like, okay, they got us. But you see, the Sir Strong is fucking Robert Strong is massive. He's just scared. But now we jump into Tommen talking to the High Sparrow. I like this because it shows how manipulative the High Spirit is. So he's talking to Tommen and he's letting him know, like, listen, as a king, you must be able to listen to everything as a king. You know, you want to believe all this or that, but you must look at every aspect of it. And I think this is leading him. This is what's going to start Tommen and Cersei's like discrepancy, them battling. I think the High Spirit was going to get his grasp in him. He's going to like start getting Tommen thinking this way. Maybe this is what I believe. This is what I believe. And this is what's going to get him and Cersei at odds. And I think this is what's going to lead to the death of Tommen, because Qyburn said before, anybody that's an enemy of you will be dealt with by Robert Strong. And I think he's going to perceive that Tommen is against Cersei, which leads to his death, which makes it even matter. Like, I don't know. It's her fault that he dies. It makes sense that it's her fault that he dies, because everything that she does, it's her fault that all her children dies. Really. I'll explain that later in another video, why Cersei's the reason her kids are dying. And then now we jump into the scene with Arya. I like that they made it. It was like a Rocky video, the montage of her getting her skills. I wish they would have just played the Rocky song. It would have been perfect. But it shows her, you know, improving her skills and getting better and smelling poison. I think that was poison that she was smelling, whatever it was. I think it was great showing her that. And then, she gets her eyesight back, but I was expecting her to warg. I wasn't too fond of her not warging, but all right, it's okay. It's okay. She got her eyesight back. You know, she got her mercy chapter that's gonna come. So we'll let that lie. I'm not here to complain about the books and show. I won't never do that. I'm enjoying what I can have right now, because when the books come out, I'm gonna enjoy the books. A lot of shows out, I'm gonna enjoy the show. It is what it is. So now this. I was wrong on my last prediction. We get the Umbers are going back to Winterfell talking to Ramsay. I get. I like that they. The only thing I liked about the scene is they explained why they would side with Ramsay because of the wildlings, Jon Snow and all this. I get that, but you know, let me digress. They showed that their father was a cunt. He kept saying Ramsay's Bolton was a cunt, Bolton a cunt. They knew he killed his father. They wasn't like, but they killed Shaggy Dog. That I, I was like, fuck, really? That gonna kill? Oh, this is the reaction they expected from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I I like the reaction to that. I like my reaction to it because it shocked me. It's like, oh, I thought it was Theon. It makes more sense to be Theon, don't kill or Stark and stuff like that. But they had to. I think they had to end that whole Rickon storyline, and it just it hurt. It hurt my soul. It did hurt me. And then you see Raycon's face and Osha. It, it's like, oh, he's dead. He's getting flayed. Them two are dying. It hurts. Uh, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Oh my God. So now we jump into the Lord Commander, Jon Snow. He walks down, he's walking in, and then he sees the fucking traitors. I would say this. They should have died way worse than what's going on. They should have been more dialect, more like something more. I was not satisfied with the way these fuckers died. Just like they would say, these fuckers died. I didn't like it. Alicent Thorne, he died with honor. No, he should never die with honor. He should be shocked that the motherfucker was alive. Should be like, oh shit, like, I'm mad that he never found out he's a Targaryen. We all know R plus L equals J. I wish he would have knew that. But he gets that look to Ali. Ali. I don't give a fuck about. He looked at him like, but Ali with his smug face, don't give a fuck. Fuck it. He died. I would have had him fucking stab him in the heart because I can't stand that little shit, smug face. Probably worse than Joffrey for me. But he did. It looked like he hesitated. He was like, oh my God, should I kill him? Stuff like that. He had his heart, and he just said, fuck it. These motherfuckers need to die. Y'all stabbed me in the heart. He said, Ali stabbed me in the heart. You're dead. You're dead. So he swiped that, kills, they die, and stuff like that. It was there's no shock value. There was nothing epic about it. So I don't know. It is what it is. But I like that. I knew Ed was gonna be the new Lord Commander. He just gave it up. He took off the veil, like, yo, do what you want to do and walk off. So that was the episode. What I think about it, I'll give this episode a 7. Maybe the highest I can go is 7.5, but 7. It wasn't much to it. There wasn't much like, oh my God, shock value. It was a good informative episode, like you expect. I like that. It seems like they are slowing the pace down just a bit. Before the last 2 episodes, there was boom, 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 boom. But now it seems like there's more dialogue going on, more storytelling, more of us understanding. Like even the Tyler Joy people, I think a lot of people respecting Lyanna, but I don't. I like that didn't tell us who John did. I think it's good to lead up to it. Let it prolong. Let it go on. It's more storytelling, so we know. Oh, Holland Reed, well, this and this and that. I kind of enjoy that. I thought that was. I think that was uh, good in my opinion. Like most people probably want to hear it right away. To me, that was fine. I didn't expect to find out right away. Like episode 3, come on, what? Where do you find out the real stories right away? Like, let's be honest. We have a long season to go. We need more storytelling. We think about it. If we were to find out Jon Snow was a Targaryen right now, what? Now we assuming that now is more suspense. Like, oh my god, well, what happened in the tower? What's going on? And the Blood Raven said there's more to tell. So we know that we're going to find out this season. Let's just be patient. As book readers, let's not be so hazed, so quick. Oh my god, no, come on. Let's chill. We already established the show is not the books. It's not. It's not. So let's stop complaining about it and just move on from that. I have. I'm saying maybe other people can do, but I have. My creative mind is different from what the show is, but I can't do what they do. There's no way. You get a budget to understand, and I'm pretty sure Martin already told them what he expects the end to be. So now, if he tells them what the end to be, they ask questions, stuff like that, and certain things are not part of the end. Why would they prolong their storyline when they have no part of what's going to be in the end? So why waste your money, your budget, to build that story? The books could tell so much more than the TV. So that's why I'm not upset. But yeah, like I said, I give this episode the 7. It's not a bad grade. I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching Game of Thrones. Period. There's no doubt about it. I enjoy anything Game of Thrones. I watch. Every cartoon that came up Game of Thrones, I watch. So I give it a 7. It's not a failing grade. 7 is good in my book. It's good in my book. I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed that it seems like it's slowing down. It's not killing people off right away, and I like that. The only person that killed was Shaggy Dog, and that yeah. So now we look at the previews. It looks like Sansa gets into Winterfell. That might be an interesting thing. She talks to Jon Snow. We see Jon Arryn. We see Littlefinger again. We see Theon gets back to Pike, the Iron Islands. I didn't expect that. I thought Theon was going to be the gift. I'm so mad he's not the gift. If there's one thing I could be mad about is that part. I wish it wasn't Rickon and Asha. Osha? You got it, what I mean. I wish it wasn't them. That hurts. To me, that hurts. Another Stark dead. Y'all know, we already know it's them two that's going to be the flayed ones. We know that for a fact. Let's be honest. This is the reason why the war starts. This is the reason why Jon joins the war. Because I think Jon is going to nah, I don't want no part of nothing. I think this is the reason why Jon's a war. It's just, his family dies. And I think Sansa, my prediction, I think Sansa tries to tell Jon he needs to go to war. And Jon's like, I don't want no part of it. So she has to deal with everything, getting everybody together by himself. So Jon is laid back, and he finds out that his brother dies and stuff like that. And so that's why when in the war you see when they show the trailers, you see Tormund when he says, "I thought he was going to be the one to lead us through the long night," because he sees Jon is not trying to be part of it. So he fights that battle, and then they start to lose the battle, and then Jon gets the veil behind him, and then John is coming in with the horses, and that's what's leading towards the big victory. And then Tormund looks back, he sees John is coming in. That's why you see that shock look like it's John. My prediction. I was wrong the last prediction, but that's the point of this video. Just making predictions, having fun. It's fun. So you see Marjorie, it seems like she's starting to go with the faith, and Cersei said we can't have her confessing her sins because that's bad on all our parts. You know, like the people's gonna see that, people's gonna rally behind the faith, and so I think this is the part where we start seeing more of Westeros start, King's Landing start, that whole Mad Queen conspiracy that people's talking about, because she's gonna start doing stuff to keep her from confessing her sins. Maybe, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't see much of this new episode that's gonna say anything. You know, like Tyrion walking in and talking to, I don't know who he's talking to. We get Khaleesi. It seems like Khaleesi's getting her power back. To me, like she's looking like there was a scene where she's looking at the individuals and she's like, I think she gets her power back. And then I think that's it. I think the next 2 episodes is going to be more slow paced storytelling so we can understand stuff. But yeah, I wasn't too crazy. I believe you're gonna get a lot of people that don't like this episode. But you know, you can't give every episode can be a shot by every episode. Some episodes gotta tell a story, and this episode told a story. It was slow paced, it's letting us build into it, and I like they took their time with certain things. So, like I said, I give this episode a 7, and I'm looking forward to the next couple episodes and seeing where the story progresses. So, this is it. Thank you for watching. You know, I make my weekly reviews just to say have fun, just to talk to my Game of Thrones people. Hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button. Peace.